Hey, hi, how are you? My name's Felt, and welcome to, a more relaxed series that I'm planning on doing. So, the type of content that I typically consume in my downtime away from stream, away from making content myself, is more relaxed, either Let's Play series, or just of people playing games and just chatting. So, I wanted to do something like that myself, so this is going to be a kind of different series where I'm just gonna kind of hang out and chat while I do stuff in games. I'm probably gonna only upload 1 or 2 of these a week, playing various games throughout them. This week I decided to just do my weekly boss kills inside of Genshin while chatting. So, I'm just gonna talk about the game for a bit to start. This is my team. Diluc, Bennett, Venti, Jinkyu. Kind of a very meta, powerful team comp. But this is going to be my first time fighting Storm Terror at level 90, so kind of made sense to bring the powerhouses that I could. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to talk about my builds first for a second, just because, why not? I got a pretty okay build running on my Diluc. I got a little bit of crit damage, but this is double defense, but it's still, you know, part of my 4-piece Crimson Flames, or Crimson Witch of Flames. Same for this. I have a replacement, but I need to level it. This is just, like, it's legitimately the only hourglass I could get my hands on. If I ever get a better hourglass, I'm probably gonna use it. My cup, I'm currently using an old Gladiators one that I have with bad substats, but I am leveling up this one. It also has bad substats, but it'll be a, well, if I get a great hat or a slash circlet from a different set, or a great hourglass from a different set, I can swap those out for the new set, as opposed to having to be stuck on the Crimson Witch of Flames set. So that's my main DPS, my Diluc. Level 80 Serpent Spine, so I'm a little under-geared for this. This is my Bennett, just running 4-piece No Bleach, nothing special. 4-piece Viridescent Venerer on my Venti, nothing special. Strangless, because I got lucky. Vivonia's Sword Jinkyu, with another 4-set Oblige. He's got a couple of good things in here. I do believe he's using a Hydro bonus damage goblet. And then he's using... Is it him or Bennett that has... Yeah, Bennett has my crit rate mask. I could probably swap it up, actually, because I think I attack more with Jinkyu here. But kind of standard stuff. Decent Royal Flora, nothing special. Pretty good Royal Plume, though. This thing is really nice. I'm realizing now I forgot to lock it, LOL. Because Elemental Mastery and Recharge is really good, in my opinion, on a unit like Jinkyu, who I'm kind of hopping in and out with, when my main DPS is going to be Diluc. So let's jump in, fight Storm Terror, see how it goes. So like I said, this is going to be a more relaxed series. There's going to be a little bit of focus on the gameplay, probably more or less depending on what game it is and how much trouble I'm having in the game. I might play some roguelikes on the series. I might do some random RPGs, just like a section of them that I've been playing through. I don't know. I don't have like massive plans for this yet. I just kind of wanted to do something solely for YouTube. That's just kind of me chatting. I think I'm also going to use this series almost as a way for people to kind of get to know me. Because I focus on entertaining people and being goofy on stream more often than not. Well, this is also going to be a peek behind the curtain on how I think about streaming. I kind of try and be a little bit goofy about stuff on stream. Make an entertaining show out of it all. I just ate it. Poor Venti. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. Okay, since he's going to that side, I'm gonna go to this side over here and try and use just my Diluc while saving his ultimate. Yeah, I don't know what the game calls it. Elemental Charge ability? I'm just gonna run away. I would rather play it safe here than having to reset the fight. I want to make sure I stay on Venti because he needs the healing from Jinkyu's swords. I typically bring Beidou for this, so I can just parry that giant AoE attack and get like a massive like 30k crit, 15k crit, depending on how lucky I get, but... Oh, dash! Alright, do that. That'll probably give me the elemental particles I need to ult. Never mind. I'll still be able to ult my other 3. So, you know, classic jump up here, pop that, do that, pop that. Pop all the damage buffs, and then let's see how much damage I do. This is my first time at level 90, so I'm not expecting much, but it seems like I kind of should have. Good job, Diluc. Nice! Over halfway! That's a lot better than I was expecting for my DPS. Yeah. This is a Monday morning, right after reset has hit in Genshin, so this is like quite literally the most chill time for me as far as gaming goes. Big resets aren't till tomorrow for games like Destiny and 14, and I just get to usually hang out and chill with Genshin. Yeah, this is one of those games that I'm typically still not streaming a ton because it's my relaxing game, and I feel like if you're someone who makes content for video games, or in video games I suppose, you should really make sure you have games to play to relax. You shouldn't always play games you think are fun as content, because that's kind of, I don't know, it kind of feels like you run them dry and you stop enjoying them as much. I know I ran into that problem with Destiny for quite a bit of time. I didn't really enjoy playing the game as much when I was, time to dodge, and there we go. I didn't really enjoy playing the game a massive amount when I was streaming it constantly, or I didn't enjoy it as much as I typically do. Go ahead and hit Ventiel to try and trigger the water. Now just gonna run away so I try and not die with my best units here. Easy clap. I don't know if I'll have Jinkyu's abilities up in time to vaporize. No, I won't, so I'll just have to... I'll just use Diluc as, you know, classic Diluc stuff. Use Bennett ult here. Do a little bit of damage out of these last few autos on my Diluc. Not bad. I'm doing pretty good considering I'm 10 levels under. I'm whiffing. But yeah, no, I just try and make sure that I have games that I can enjoy off stream. I'm currently playing through Doom Eternal in my downtime. That's very fun. I've been enjoying that game quite a bit. Maybe I'll get Venti ult here. No, I'm not going to get Venti ult. I will clear out Dvalin here though, if I'm... Yep, there it is. And my ult on Diluc is usually more than enough to take out that little HP, even on a higher difficulty like this. I have a pretty powerful team, but, like, it's a meta team for a reason, right? Alright, let's see if we get anything good. Use my original resin. Obtained. I don't really want these because I don't really have any units that use those at the moment. Like, they're not bad, don't get me wrong. They are far from being bad drops to be getting. But I'd rather have Dvalin Plumes, because that's what my Diluc's going to use to level up talents. Did I get a decent feather? That's a very meh feather. There's no crit on it at all. Elemental Mastery is good. Attack percentage is kind of bad. I'd rather have more flat attack, since that's a harder stat to come by. But, you know, I've done worse. But yeah, this is what the series is going to be like. I'm going to try and make it kind of chill, just kind of hang out and chat, get to know the streamer behind the stream a little bit. I've been very influenced, recently at least, by people like Northern Lion. If you don't know who Northern Lion is, I highly recommend you go check out his content. This is a shout out for him. Is that a thing people do? They shout out other content creators, right? The man has like nearly 1 million subscribers. I don't think I've even commented on a video of his, even if I lurk in his streams and videos constantly. He's just a really entertaining person. And he makes stuff in a way that is very relatable, and makes you feel like you're really getting to know him. It does kind of play towards that, like, well, are you forming one of those weird parasocial relationships with them? But I feel like that kind of comes along the lines of any parasocial relationship that you're accidentally forming is, you may know a decent amount about this person, and you may know a decent about what's going on in their life and what's happening to them, but you might want to think about it more as listening to a stand-up comedian than someone you're becoming friends with, as their job is to be there to entertain you, tell a funny story, get a chuckle, and then be on their way. They're not there to become your friend, even if you see them on a regular basis. They're there to, you know, be entertainment. And I think that's a big thing that people forget when thinking about parasocial relationships. And thinking about, especially with all the things that have come out about streamers generally being some, let's just say some not great people, is that as much as you watch someone, you're not really going to know them as well as if you actually legitimately talk to them on a consistent basis, hang out with them, either in real life or, you know, in their off-stream time. or just any number of those things. It's you don't really get to know people from watching them stream and create content. And I know I said, this is going to be a series about how to get to know me better. I mean, it kind of is. This is a much more relaxed and laid back, but that's just something that you, the viewer, should keep in mind is no matter how much you consume my content, unless we're like, you know, talking on a regular basis, hanging out, playing games, off stream, not just on, I probably don't consider you to be a close friend. And that's one of those things that almost sounds mean to say, but that's just how it works, you know? Like, that's how things go. You're not, like, going to be friends with someone if all you do is watch them stream a few hours a day. You're going to be friends with someone if they, you know, talk to you on a consistent basis, hang out with you, plan stuff to do with you, do things away from what is considered to be your job, basically. And I mean, this is kind of coming back into my, this is a more casual series bit that I was talking about earlier, and it is, but that doesn't mean I can't talk about stuff that I find to be important and serious. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Sorry, Luke. Oh, crap. That's sad. I was really hoping that Venti Tornado would hit the boss better. I'm not doing great so far. Thankfully, Benadult heals, so... I should probably try and make sure I get some more particles on Xinqiu here. This is why I typically bring Beidou for the boss fights. I just don't want to bring her because I don't feel like my current build for her brings enough damage for me to think about using her effectively. Oh, lordy. Oh, that hit me. I'm sad. Nailed it. And yeah, like I said earlier, this is definitely going to be a, like, I'm going to phase back and forth from talking about stuff to talking about the game. It depends on what's happening. Depends on how exciting the game is, too. Alright, you ready for the cheesiest cheese you've ever seen, though? Like, this is my favorite thing to do during the wolf fight. Bring Venti. You just gotta hang out. If you hold his... I believe it's by default E. Because I think I have my keybinds backwards. I think E is typically the small ability, and then Q is typically the big ability. I think I use mine backwards. And I technically don't even use Q, I use F. Because I'm weird like that, and Destiny kind of ruined me with making their ultimate button be on F, so anything I consider an ultimate ability, I kind of put on F now. I also think I skipped cutscene there, which is good for speed strats, right? I suppose. I didn't even realize you could speed strat this way. Okay, got some crits there. That's something I need to work on for Xinqiu, I think, is getting stuff that has crit on it to really go well with his Favonius sword there. That was a 10k crit in there. Good job to Luke. That was a couple of 10ks. Nice, bud. You're slapping right now. And yeah, I know I'm just kind of eating it just to do DPS, and I think it's kind of a worth it trade when I'm inside of Benadult. I have so much HP on my Benad that it heals pretty consistently. I got 13k, so healing for percentages of 13k is pretty heckin' good. And wolf down. This kind of brings me... Oh, hang on. Well, I'm happy about this because I'm leveling up Diona. Unhappy about this because I don't think anyone I have uses it. I do believe that Beidou uses that, though, so that's pretty neat. This set sucks. I hate it. I don't ever use it. Nothing too crazy exciting on that. I didn't get any weapons, and that's really why I do these. Alright. And now, this is when... Oh no, I am 20 shy! Oh, that expired? That's fine. I'm 20 shy. It's almost like I save up original resin just for this. I'll sometimes use Primo Gems for it, but lately I've been feeling like I want to save Primo Gems for Zhao. You ready to see the wish page? Boom, 4k. So that is a thing I could do. I could spend Primo Gems on this, and some weeks I do. But typically, if I have Fragile Resin, I'll probably spend one of them first. I just like doing all these back to back to back, so I get all the disappointment of not getting a weapon out of the way early. How long is this video going to end up being, I wonder? We're already 15 minutes in. I guess it kind of depends on how long it takes me to kick the crap out of Child, huh? I'm also going here to hang out to get my HP back. There it is. Gonna kick the crap out of him, try and get one last weapon. I wonder if his materials are going to be used to level up Zhao, in which case I'm probably going to be sitting pretty. Because, which tab is that under? It's not this one, is it? Is it this one? I believe so, yeah. Cause so, like, here are all of my things that I have stored up for leveling up talents. So, like, you can see I have a decent amount, because I do these on the regular, but I have, like, 4 of these. I don't think there's a use for anybody yet, hilariously enough. I think the only ones used are that one and that one. But I could very well be wrong and have it backwards, but I don't have any characters that use them other than, I think, Diona. And she's literally not high enough level to use them on her level up for her talents. I gotta think, do I want to do my standard squad that I've been running here, or do I want to swap out Venti for Beidou? Because I don't really use Venti well in this fight, so you know what I'm gonna do? Since I personally don't use Venti well, I'm gonna swap him out for Ning, actually, for another better DPS, so I have double DPS units here, and then double supports / sub DPS. I think this will be a better squad for me. We'll find out. I haven't fought this boss in 90 yet. Yeah, this. Let's go, Child. Ow. My Ning hits pretty hard, but I just gotta be careful here, because otherwise I'm just gonna get my crap pushed in. This is one I really wish I brought Beidou. I should have in hindsight. Beidou is just such a powerhouse of a unit when it comes to fights like this. Although, I'm currently seeing how powerful Ning is being. Lamau, I just shredded him. I am also just face tanking this right now because I don't see any reason not to. Just because. And this is going to be, I'm going to pop that, not for the damage, but for the geo damage buff afterwards, and then for the safety of the screen. Alright, so it looks like my Ning is kind of going to town on this nerd. I need to be careful with not getting hit by that, though. That was a 15k, that ain't bad. Good job, Ningguang. Panic! I think there's like an achievement or something for like getting through this fight without getting hit by certain mechanics. I accidented that on my first time because I just parried and face transition because Ning. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be swapping back and forth talking about various things. This is just kind of a chill series that I want more YouTube content. I'm really enjoying making stuff, but I just never know what to make. That's a big problem I have. I never quite know what to make or where to go with the stuff that I do make, so I just kind of sometimes don't make stuff when I could. I feel like I've been kind of lacking on the YouTube front. And it's not like I do this for a living, but, you know, current situation implied, there is just not much for me to do for a living lately, so I've been trying to make do with making stuff via Twitch, YouTube, and technically Twitter, I guess. I don't actually post enough stuff on Twitter for that to be considered anything. I mostly post cat pics, which you can ask for inside of my stream. Twitch.tv/spellcards09.5. Wow, look at that, I sold out for myself. I should really make an overlay that, like, has my name for everywhere. Like, just my username for everywhere. I should have that as an overlay that can just go on all my videos. Also, I thought this fight would be hard. Lamau, I'm dumb. Especially once I walk through that, then pop my Ning ult, and he's dead. Level 80 characters, by the way. You don't need level 90s. You don't need the level past 80, I swear. Please give me a weapon. I've been dying for a weapon for weeks. Well, I got 2 of those. That ain't bad. I'm happy about these, though. I keep getting water ones, which is sad, because I don't want those. But I'll take all the ice ones I'm getting, and the thunder ones are okay. Are you good? I mean, you're double attack, so that's actually not bad. I'll legitimately take that. So yeah, that was the video. Kind of a weird, all over the place, off-kilter video, but I just kind of want to do more stuff for YouTube. I want to make more content. Like I said, this is definitely one of those times when it's like, I don't know if I could ever be a full-time content creator or ever get the following to be a full-time content creator, but it's something that I'm enjoying doing. I really like interacting with people through it. I really like just making stuff, you know? It's fun, it's interactive, it's interesting. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna fix my pody setup here while I'm thinking about it. Swap happening, back for Fenty. Like I said, I really don't know if I could ever do something like this for a living, both because I don't know if I could ever attain such a following, and I don't know if I could ever, you know, keep up with doing stuff properly, but because of the current state of the world, because of everything left over from 2020 and going into 2021, this is just kind of what I'm doing at the moment, and I kind of want it to be successful because... You ready for this one? I like being successful. Not just because of the fact that it usually brings in, you know, a way of living monetarily, which, by the way, I find it weird that people seem to think that talking about money when involved with streaming and content creation, they seem to find it to be taboo. I don't quite get why you would find that to be taboo. It's just, that's what people are doing, right? Like, you're using that to make money. It's their job. It shouldn't be a taboo subject. You don't avoid this subject of making money when someone talks about working in IT or working for a tech development company. Yeah, but I rambled. Either way, thanks for hanging out and watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, feel free to leave a subscribe, a like, a comment. Tell me what you want to hear me talk about in these videos. I can write up some talking points and not just ramble the whole time. But either way, thanks you for watching if you're here. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.